It's the 2008 US Open. Tiger Woods has to make a 12-foot putt for birdie to send it to a playoff. To many around the world, putting is known as the hardest part of the game to excel at. Yet seen in the clip, prime Tiger Woods had no trouble, to the point where even the commentator pled to the audience if they expected anything different. Due to the level of confidence and perfection Tiger had achieved rolling the ball, many around the world knew he was going to make it. Even his opponent, Rocco Mediate, stated after the putt, "I knew he was going to make it." Getting this good at putting is almost impossible. However, as a beginner, trying to break 90, I can try my best to replicate and excel at the art of putting. Watching these professionals putt may look like the easiest part of the game for many. Before I had started the journey, I had shared that common belief. Yet as I have played more and more rounds of golf, I find that putting is one of the most technically difficult part of the games. Watching Tiger, I can't help but be amazed at how confident and methodical he can be when he's taking each practice stroke and executing the real thing to perfection. Throughout my rounds, I have been logging how many 3-putts or worse I've had. Over the last 10 rounds, I've averaged 4.5 3-putts a round. Obviously, I would like to improve upon that number and decrease the amount of 3-putts throughout the average round to less than 2. To do so, over the next 2 weeks, I will be working on my putting game. To assess how much I have improved, I will play around by the end of the 2 weeks and score the number of putts. During these next 2 weeks, I will focus heavily on the technical side of my putting stroke. Throughout the past week, I had been discussing my putting stroke with my coach Martin Steele. To improve my putting stroke, Martin and I worked on 3 aspects of the stroke: alignment, tempo, and the path of the putt. First, alignment. This section of my putting stroke was the easiest to fix. During the beginning of my journey, I had struggled with pulling a lot of my putts to the left due to the closed club face. To fix this, my coach and I worked on initially aligning the head of my putter using a line I had drawn on my ball. This helped a lot as I was keeping the face a lot more square, allowing me to roll it straight consistently. Secondly, I had also worked on tempo. I had struggled with a consistent stroke, which both my coach and I had attributed to my inconsistent tempo. My initial putting tempo was around 115 beats per minute, which I had to drop down below 100 and close to 90 beats per minute. I then worked on developing this tempo on the putting green by taking multiple putts to the sound of a metronome. The third being my actual putting stroke and the path of the putter. Working on my putting stroke regarded heavily on my grip and how I was addressing and swinging the putter. First, we had adjusted my grip to an overlapping grip, just like Tiger Woods. I then worked on my posture and focused on rocking the weight of the putter between my 2 shoulders for a more consistent stroke, as larger muscles can create a more consistent motion consistently in comparison to a smaller muscle such as the wrists, which have a lot more trouble creating consistent action. After working on those parts of my game relentlessly on the putting green over the 2 weeks, I was happy to take it to the course. Throughout the round, I had a total of 3 3-putts, and I was quite happy with the result. Overall, I would say that putting and chipping have been the parts of my game that have influenced my scoring most. As I approach the final date, I believe that as my short game has improved, so has my confidence. Due to that, I believe that I will be able to shoot a score lower than 90 and achieve my goal. Until then, see you next time.